Hello YouTube friends, welcome back to The Last Homely House, and before I go any further I'd like to thank everybody who watched the video about Norma, the last post that I did, and who left so many really beautiful comments. Every one of them was really appreciated. Thank you so much. And so just a little word about the cat situation here. Cat equilibrium has been restored, and that little kitten that you saw last week, which was only ever a temporary lodger, has gone back to his rightful home. And now the house has just cat Rita, who you can see over my shoulder here, and Sadie, who's asleep somewhere in the sunshine because it's a beautiful day today. And they're kind of we're getting used to the new world order of cats here. But thank you so much for everybody who watched that and who empathised with what was going on there. It's really nice actually it's a lot quieter without that little kitten, and he's gone to his proper home where he's being really well looked after and cared for by his rightful owner. So I'm feeling a lot better, a lot less wobbly, still not driving, but I'm doing great. And so what I wanted to talk to you about today is a bit of a strange thing that's occupied me. Do you do this when you've got a little bit of spare time? I haven't been feeling like working, whatever that is, but I have been sort of searching around the internet and following a link here and a link there, just like you do, just following. I've watched all sorts of different YouTube videos. I've watched loads of 60s and 70s and 80s music videos. Really enjoying a load of Pink Floyd and all of that. Led Zeppelin. That's what I enjoy doing. But one of the things I did one day, I followed the little link, and I followed a link again and another link, and I ended up on this website. It's an Etsy shop of someone called The Vagrant Artist. I'm not sponsored by this guy, Kevin. I'm not sponsored by him at all, but I liked what he had in his shop. So instead of just looking at it and thinking, oh, I really like that, I actually dug a little bit deeper and I messaged him and I asked him about making something in particular for me. And it's here, and I've got it, and I'm going to show it to you now. A bit of background about that first though, because it's all based on the old currency that we used to have here in the UK 50 years ago. It was 50 years in February, because I've been doing a little bit of internet searches about when the UK went from the old currency to decimal currency. And it was 1971, and I was a kid, and I remember it really well. How confusing it was, that turnover, because for a long time these old coins that we'd been using for centuries were running in parallel with the new money, and then eventually they were replaced. It got me really interested in the whole idea of these coins and how clumsy and clunky and massive they were, and what a ridiculous system the old imperial system was. So for instance, these pennies, I'm going to show you these pennies then. 12 of them made a shilling, and 20 shillings were in a pound. So 240 pennies made a pound. Now when I was a kid, I used to have to recite my times tables, but we also had to recite all the monetary values as well. And so there were sixpences. 20 sixpences made up a pound, and then there were these tiny things as well, which were halfpennies, halfpennies. And now let's work this one out. 24 of these would make a shilling. So if 240 pennies make a pound, 480 halfpennies make a pound. These days a pound is represented by this tiny little coin here. But of course the money was worth a lot more. You know, I would get, this was my pocket money. I would get a threepenny bit from my pocket money, and I could buy all sorts with that. I mean, I'm not going to go down that route of how expensive things are now and all of that, but I just wanted to look at these lovely old coins. Now, in amongst these coins here, where are they? Here they are. I've got these farthings, and the farthing is a quarter of a penny. So 4 of those would make 1 of those. And these went currency when I was, after I was born. The last year these were minted was in 1955, and I was born in 1956. But my mum would have remembered farthings when she was a girl growing up in London. And, you know, some of the research I've done, it says, you know, you can, if you had a farthing, we're talking about the 1800s now, you could buy 2 oysters and a slice of brown bread and butter. But a quarter, so let's do this in my hand here. Okay, so 4 of those, 2 of those and 1 of those, that's all the same value there. And, you know, and at Christmas time I'd be really excited to get a shiny penny in the bottom of my stocking. Anyway, let's not get too nostalgic, because what I want to talk about today is the website that I found, the Vagrant Art website, Kevin, and the things that he does with these coins. Now, on the back of a halfpenny is a ship, a beautiful ship. In fact, there's a children's television programme in the UK called Blue Peter. And the Blue Peter is this ship that's on the back of the halfpenny, the halfpenny coin, halfpennies. And so what this guy does is he laser cuts the pattern of the ship out very accurately. And so once I discovered him, I asked him if he had a coin, a 1956 halfpenny, that he could make into a little necklace for me. And there it is. And so that's the halfpenny ship. So then I wondered about getting a wren, because he cuts these too. So I'll just put the halfpenny back down again, and we'll find a wren. Now the wren is on the back of, actually let's get that's right. The wren is on the back of the farthing for no better reason than that the farthing is a really small bird and the farthing is a really small coin. And so what he does is he laser cuts the wren out of here and leaves the word farthing. So it's a beautiful old thing, and I have one of those around my neck at the moment. John was here and he really enjoyed having a look at them and looking at all the dates on them. Some of them are really, really old. I can't see the date on it. This one's got Victoria on the back. And this one says 1865. And so what's remarkable about this is that in 1865, this was a newly minted halfpenny. And somebody was using it to buy something with, and it was exchanged for goods, and it was backwards and forwards in people's pockets, and until right now, this moment where I've got it in my hand, showing you guys. I love the history in all of these things. It's a really fantastic history lesson when you get a little pile of coins like this to play with. I've really enjoyed this little experiment looking at all these lovely old coins. But for now, I'm just enjoying having them here. So I've been playing with those coins for ages, an hour or more. And so I've swapped my little wren farthing for my halfpenny here. I'm going to wear that for a bit and see how I like that one. Like I say, I don't really wear jewellery, but every now and then I think I might wear my coin or hang them up somewhere so that I can see them. I've really, really enjoyed sharing these with you, and I hope you've enjoyed watching it. It's a fascinating history, and 50 years ago these coins were in circulation and I was using them as a little girl. Amazing. Anyway, that's a load of UK coin info for you, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you back here again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye now.